going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, make sure you hit the like and share this video. We're trying to get back into the rhythm of things, so it's been a little bit shaky trying to get back into routine, but I want to thank you guys again for sticking with me. Today, if you click this video, it's because you're interested in the NFL. This is going to be a weekly video that I'm going to try and get out before the 1 o'clock games start on Sunday, so that way you guys can get your bets in based on what I say. If you guys want to, if you trust me that much, obviously we're going to have to work on that. But I just want to give you guys my weekly picks. We're going to be doing something similar for the NBA. But we'll dive into that more. Right now, let's focus on the NFL. Today, the first game is the Rams and Cowboys. My personal pick, I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Even though the Rams have been playing really well. You got Kupp, Nakua. They've been balling out. Stafford looks like he's playing how he was during his Super Bowl run. But I like the Dallas defense. They obviously lost Trayvon Diggs earlier in the season. It hasn't hurt them that much. It could come to bite them today with the lethal duo of those two. But I think overall with Dallas, they're very up and down, as we all know. They can't seem to get over the San Fran hump that we all saw a couple weeks ago. They got absolutely destroyed. I hate taking the Cowboys because every time I take the Cowboys, they lose. So keep that in mind if you're using any of this information to profit for money. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Cowboys strictly because of their defense. That's really about it. Moving on, Minnesota, Green Bay, an interconference rivalry. Minnesota has really came back. Kirk Cousins is balling. Looks really good. Even without Justin Jefferson, that could come back to haunt them at some point. He's on IR, I think, for 2 more weeks. Green Bay and Jordan Love, you can't really say that he's not going to be a good quarterback, but he's clearly in a slump right now. That offense is in a slump right now. I have Aaron Jones in fantasy, and he's pretty much cost me the last 2 games just because Matt LaFleur will not give him the ball, whether it's due to his hamstring injury and he's on a pitch count. I don't know what it is, but I'm taking Minnesota to stay hot and get an interdivision win against Green Bay. Moving on, Atlanta, Tennessee. This is one of the most knockdown, drag-out games we have this week. If you all pay attention to the NFL, you know that Atlanta, especially this regime, is hard-nosed. They're going to run the football, and they're going to play defense. You're not going to score a lot of points. There's going to be a lot of field goals in this game. We saw it a little bit with Baltimore and Tennessee over in London. Tennessee's going to get a lot of field goals and force a lot of field goals, and Atlanta's offense has been struggling with Desmond Ridder. So it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. I'm taking Tennessee because Tennessee tends to win those games. The team and Mike Vrabel, obviously with them, the big trade with Byard going to the Eagles. They still have a stud defensive line. I think they're going to be okay. So I'm going to take Tennessee in this one. Next is New Orleans and the Colts. I'm a New Orleans fan. We suck. Okay, Derek Carr doesn't know what he's doing. He's yelling at receivers for throwing the ball, 10 yards out of bounds because the wrong route's being run. Wrong route is being run. Yeah, I said that right. Sorry. I'm taking the Colts. The defense has played a lot better than what we thought they were going to this year. They have a lot of studs all over there. Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner. And so I'm going to take the Colts just because their defense is going to outplay the Colts. Their defense is going to outplay the Saints' offense, I think overall, the Saints' defense is really good. We all know they have studs all over the place, but with Jonathan Taylor slowly coming back into form, Gardner Minshew is Gardner Minshew. He's going to give us chances, but we've seen with the Saints' offense that we can't take advantage of them. It's been a constant issue in the red zone for us. We can get the ball to the red zone, and then we just, crap the bed, for lack of better term. Moving on to another interdivision matchup. Why do I keep saying interconference? Interdivision matchup with New England, Miami. Let's be honest. Yes, Patriots beat the Bills. The Patriots have Bill Belichick. The Patriots are the Patriots. I get it. I've watched Tyreek Hill because I have him in fantasy since week 1. The guy is ridiculous. Tua can put the ball on a string. Tyreek can outrun your fastest player, and It's not even close. Does New England make it a messy game? More than likely, that's what these division matchups do. I'm still taking Miami outright. I don't think it'll be close, but if it is close, I'm still taking Miami regardless of how the game plays out. Tyreek, Mostert's back in. He's healthy. He didn't practice much this week, but I think he'll be fine. I think some of the offensive linemen are coming back for the Dolphins, so I think Miami's going to have a good get right day after falling short to the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Moving on, it's the Snoopy Bowl. You got the Jets and the Giants. This game is going to be another ugly game. Giants don't have Daniel Jones back. The Jets are playing with Zach Wilson still. The Jets have an amazing defense. They have their two top corners back with Sauce Gardner coming back from a concussion. And I believe DJ Reed is also back. So their top two corners are back against a struggling Giants offense. I'm going to take the Jets, but it's going to be very similar to what we talked about for the Atlanta-Tennessee game, where it's going to be an ugly game, probably a field goal contest. But I like the Jets defense a lot, and I don't like the Giants offense at all. So their offensive line is still banged up. It's really bad. And so I think the Jets continue that win streak, and Zach Wilson maybe continues to look better. I don't know. We'll see. Jacksonville, Pittsburgh. Another game where you look at and go, Jacksonville should dominate, and a game where you look at the Steelers' offense and you go, how are they 4-2? If you pay attention to sports at all, the Pat McAfee show, Fire Canada chants are quite literally anywhere and everywhere you go, because that's where Pittsburgh Steelers fans are. They are everywhere. They don't like this guy at all. He doesn't show any emotion when they score on game-winning drives. Like it's been, I think, the past 2 weeks where the rumor going around is that Kenny Pickett is audibling at the line of scrimmage, and that play that he audibles to wins, and so Matt Canada's mad about it, which is ridiculous. You should want your quarterback to be able to do that, but that's another story. I'm going to take Jacksonville. I'm high on Trevor Lawrence. I like Travis Etienne. I think overall, this is where they kind of start building more. Their offense gets better and better. You saw last week against New Orleans on Thursday night, the offense looked really good. They kind of went downhill. The game became close against New Orleans, which really hurt, by the way. We don't even need to talk about it. But I think Jacksonville continues to move on. They get the win in Pittsburgh. Moving on to the other 1 o'clock games, we've got Philadelphia, Washington. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. The Eagles are winning. We don't even need to talk about it. Houston, Carolina, the matchup of two rookie quarterbacks, one who's playing really well and C.J. Stroud. You've got the other one who's really struggling and Bryce Young. I'm taking Houston. I like C.J. Stroud. I wanted the Saints to tank for him last year, but of course we're not going to do that. I'm a fan of Bryce Young as well, but clearly something's going on, whether it be with the play calling, him not feeling comfortable, not a good offensive line. There's so many issues down there that you really don't know. And so I think Houston comes in. They've got studs on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, Will Anderson Jr. They drafted the corner last year who's played really well. Stingley, I believe. He's playing really well. So I'm going to take Houston. Now we're on to the 4 o'clock games. You've got Cleveland, Seattle. Cleveland is playing with their backup again. Seattle has been a very up and down team this year. They've looked really good in times, and they've never really looked bad, but they haven't always looked at the top of their what they could be. And so I'm going to take Seattle. Obviously, with Cleveland's defense being a historical defense, we've seen it. We've heard all the things about it. I'm going to take Geno Smith just because I'm a West Virginia boy. I'm going to take him to win. Moving on to Kansas City and Denver. We'll keep this one short and sweet as well. It is a weather game. We do have a snow game. Adam Schefter tweeted out a picture probably about an hour ago of the field in Denver. It is covered in snow. I'm still taking the Chiefs. Everyone's taking the Chiefs. It doesn't matter if they were playing on concrete. I'm taking the Chiefs. Their offense is going. They're getting into the rhythm. Everything looks good. Their defense looks great. There is absolutely no reason why you should take Denver which is probably why Denver will win today. If they do, it's because no one picked them and no one thought they could do it. But we just watched this matchup 2 weeks ago on Thursday Night Football, and it wasn't close at all. I expect the same outcome. Moving on is Baltimore, Arizona. I'm excited for this game. Obviously, Kyler Murray has been off the PUP list. He's been practicing more and more. I don't think he'll play, but I'm purely excited just to watch Lamar Jackson. The guy's been playing at an MVP level. His arm talent, the running ability is still there. The big difference that I've seen from him is instead of him taking off and running and not even looking to throw, he's staying in the pocket. His eyes are downfield. He looks good. So I'm excited to watch Lamar, and I'm taking Baltimore against Arizona. They're going to make it a tough game. They have all season. But I think Baltimore really, this is a game they should win, and we're looking at them to be Super Bowl contenders, so they have to take care of business at Arizona. Cincinnati, San Francisco. This one you could talk all day about. Brock Purdy does look like he's trending towards playing. Adam Schefter also tweeted that earlier this morning. I'm taking Cincinnati. I am high on Cincinnati. Every year we do this thing where they have a slow start. Joe Burrow misses training camp, and we're like, oh, the Bengals, they can't do it. They're going to miss the playoffs. And then they make their record 500 again. They go, they win. They rattle off 3 straight wins. They become 3-3, 4-4, whatever I think they're 4-4 this year. Or maybe it's 3-3. And they have a big game, whether it be against the Bills, the Chiefs, and they beat that team. And then we're like, oh, yeah, they're back. And it's like they never left. I'm not a Bengals fan by any stretch of the imagination, but I love Joe Burrow. I love Jamar Chase, and that duo is just lethal. They're a top-tier contender in the AFC, and so, yeah, I'm taking Cincinnati to really get back on track, and I'm tired of hearing all the doubts about them. Sunday Night Football, I have no idea how this game didn't get flexed. I'm probably not going to watch it. It's the Chargers and Bears. The Chargers and Bears. Tyson Bagent and Justin Herbert. The flow, the hair on these guys is amazing. I don't know why this game didn't get flexed. The Chargers can never win a normal game. They can never have a normal game, let alone win it. The Bears are the Bears. I have no idea who to pick. Part of me wants to pick Bagent and the Bears just because he played at Shepherd, which is a local college in West Virginia. Part of me wants to pick the Chargers because they should beat the Bears, and they have a stacked roster on offense and defense. I have no idea, though. It's a toss-up. I'm going to pick the Bears just as a hot take pick. I want to see the kid, the undrafted rookie, come in and beat another team that they shouldn't beat at all. He laid it on the Raiders in his first start. I look for him to stay hot. Why not? I mean, you can kill me in the comments later if they don't, or even before, because it probably won't happen. But the Chargers are the Chargers, and they seem to find themselves in games where they shouldn't have been in that position anyway. That's about it for this week's NFL slate. If you guys want to see the Monday night preview, I will post it on TikTok. Make sure you guys follow me on there. The link is in the description below. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and comment some of the suggestions you have for future content. Let me know what you think about my takes for this week's NFL slate. You can be harsh. You can let me know. I realize that diving into sports is something that people are very passionate about. So you can call me an idiot. You can call me stupid. Just let me know why. I want to engage with you guys and talk about sports. That's really what I like to do. So until the next episode, see you.